Today, I'll be talking about 5 reasons that I think disc golf is the best sport for people over 40. And I'll be doing that here out in the snow, only playing with a single disc. The disc I've selected is the Axiom Tempo. Now this disc, I feel like, is a great disc for a one disc round and to demo playing in the snow. It's not gonna be as sharp and dig straight into the snow. And it's a 440 2.5 are the numbers for this disc. So I'm excited to play around with this and talk to you guys about why I love disc golf and give you some of my thoughts on that. We'll do this first hole stand still and try to get it to go down there a ways. Not bad. That thing does glide pretty well. So as I'm walking up to my tempo, first reason I love disc golf as an over 40 guy, I am no expert in it, still learning, still growing. But first thing I like is its low impact exercise, especially if you're out here throwing in the snow. Walking in the snow definitely adds to that exercise factor. But this is one of those things that just doesn't work you too hard. It's fun if you like taking a walk anyway. Why not take it out on the disc golf course? All right, let's throw this approach shot with the tempo. If you want your disc to stick on the ground and not skip around or anything, just play in the snow. What are you exercising the most? You're getting some low impact arm exercise. You're getting some low impact walking. Tap it in for par. It's just a wonderful way to get out, clear your head, exercise. Okay, next benefit of disc golf. I kind of alluded to it. Clear your head, the mental game and the stress relief. When you're playing disc golf, your mind is dialed in on what am I gonna do with this disc? What disc should I use if you have multiples? And how should I throw it? It's just an awesome reset because you're not focusing on those things that might be causing you some weight in your mind. And so I really love it because sometimes I'll go play on my lunch break at work. If I'm struggling with a difficult problem, trying to solve it, I'm a programmer, data science guy, resetting my head, heading out to the disc golf course, I can always come back with a clear head, and pretty often I immediately make progress on something I was stuck on. So I also feel like that's true in life. If you got some stress in your life, something weighing you down, in general, you get out there, take care of your mind by focusing on something you love and enjoy. You're going to get past these stressors more easily. Let's go ahead and approach here with the tempo. Come on. There's a little ground play. Okay, we got it close enough for a putt. Awesome. Next reason I love disc golf is power is not a requirement. You don't have to be a young, strong, fast guy to have enough power to play this game. The most important factor is smoothness, is form. Stuff I'm working on, not perfect at all. So I'll attempt to demo. This is only a 200-foot hole, and I'm using this Axiom Tempo, which I just really enjoy. I'm going to try a sidearm. This is going to help me curve this disc around to the right towards that basket, and we'll see if I can execute. Power, not required. Form or technique, absolutely. Oh, we again pulled it to the right. You know, I can demo what not to do here. A little bit, and I can demo that, yeah, it's a work in progress, right? It's easy for you to see those trees and overcompensate to avoid them. And that's what I just did, but that's fine. So, did I have to put a lot into that throw? No, not necessarily. I just had to get that right form and technique on it to get it to do what I wanted, release it the proper angle, proper timing. Yeah, I could have done better on that one. But that demo's kind of what's required. So now we've got an approach shot here. We'll go ahead and film here with the tempo in the snow. All right. Here we go. I like the overstability and slight glidiness of the tempo. I just stuck right in the snow. That disc does stick to the ground when it hits the snow at an angle. Stabbed right in. Okay. Putting with the tempo. Nice. Short game definitely matters the most. And that's another detail. Short game doesn't take power. It takes technique and skill. So remember that. You can play this. You don't have to have a ton of power. I will note, my father and mother both play. They're 75 and 69. And they think I'm so good at this, when in reality, I'm still progressing. I'm not amazing. I can throw it farther than them, but it doesn't mean I'm better or always get a better score than them necessarily. And are they as addicted to it as me? My dad definitely is. He has a mini disc golf course in his yard. He has a big yard. I mentioned this before in a video. He's played it so much, he's even hit his house several times and broke a window, and he still keeps playing. So, kind of fun. Okay, fourth reason. There is no barrier to entry with disc golf. Step up, grab your one disc you buy for anywhere from $10 to $25 at most, and you're ready to play. Yeah, I've got this bag here. I don't really need it today. And I only usually carry it at max 5 discs. Let's go ahead and throw this tempo. This is a longer hole, so it's not quite ideal. See if I can get a little bit of angle, anhyzer upward a little bit so it kind of flexes farther than normal. One of those technique things, right? Oh, hey, I flexed it exactly how I wanted. I just threw it at the wrong basket. It's a nice shot for that other basket. Of course, you don't know what basket I was supposed to aim at, so why did I even say that? Just get out, take a walk, get some exercise. Costs $0 to do it. You don't have to have a tee time scheduled. You don't have to do anything other than show up and play. And quite often, there's not a ton of activity on the course. At least that's how it is for me. I usually have zero problem just going through my route uninterrupted, with nobody trying to pass me or getting in my way. So here's the basket I should have said I was aiming at. And here's where the tempo went. Just for fun, we're gonna go ahead and putt this basket because the tempo likes it. All right, here we go. Short game. Yeah, we're laying up, which means toss it right up under the basket, make an easy putt. Just in case that lingo isn't familiar. Could have been a little closer, but we're good. Short game, right? Oh my gosh. Sometimes brings it out of you a little bit, gets you a little frustrated. Totally fun though. You just want to beat your last score, right? You're competing against you with disc golf. That's what I like. Which brings me to my next point as we're walking to the next hole. The fifth point is you can improve at any age. Like I just said, your opponent is you. And there's an infinite number of ways that you can improve. You can especially work on that short game, but there's always going to be form things to work on. There's always going to be the possibility of playing a given hole a smarter way or a better way than maybe you have before. Even if you're always playing the same course, you can get better and make progress and play that thing more efficiently and just figure out what makes the most sense. And playing it through is never going to be exactly the same one game to the next. So just get out there. You can always improve regardless of where you're playing and regardless of if you're just playing one disc. So this next hole is a bit long for the tempo, so you're not going to see me very well here as I throw this. Here we go. Can I do this with the tempo? Basket's way back in there, 300 feet away. Let me go between the trees and around, hyzer left. So I need to just do a nice flat throw in the proper direction. Just like that. Just like that. Look at that thing. Whew. Nice. Hey, couldn't expect to do better with the tempo. With my arm speed and ability, that was exactly what I wanted. Just awesome. Now I just have a short approach. And what a great way to demo the last example. You can always improve. That's my best throw with the tempo on that hole, which I have done before. And I've thrown other approach style discs on that hole before. That one was great. And here's where we landed. Yeah, about 50 feet away from the basket, give or take. Still putting with the tempo because single disc round, this thing will do it all. Try to not lay up here, but we'll do what we can. Ah, too wide, definitely lay up. Still not bad though. If you're gonna play a single disc round, I've found using a slightly overstable disc is better for me than a totally understable disc. Let's tap this guy in. There we go. Okay, so to recap, number one, disc golf, low impact, a lot of fun. You get some exercise and you get some air, you get out in nature, you have a great time, your body feels better. And next, number two, your mind also feels better because you're reducing that stress, you're focusing on something fun, something that is rewarding, and it helps you to break up those mental patterns where maybe you're struggling either at home or at work, something's bothering you. This is a way to eliminate stress. Next, power isn't everything. It's more about form and technique. I feel like we demoed a little bit of that with the tempo, some of what not to do, some of what to do. Happy with how this game went with the tempo. Number four, there's no barrier to entry. You need one disc. This disc probably was $19. Discs might be 10 to 25, like I said. It's not much to invest to try it out. And there's a lot of fun discs that can be recommended for if you're gonna just get started with one disc. So see my links in my description for possibilities to consider. But grab your disc, head on out and have some fun. Fifth, you can improve at any age. You can improve from where you are. You can beat yesterday's version of you, and it's always rewarding to see that progress. So don't be afraid if you are not to the level you'd like to be, because there's always room to improve and to progress. And like I like to say, progress, not perfection. That is rewarding. Disc golf is awesome for that. Okay, and lastly, how did the Tempo fare as a single disc round, an overstable approach disc? Really liking it, okay? I feel like it has great potential to be in my minimal bag, possibly in place of some other discs I've been talking about lately, the Entropy, or other overstable mid-ranges. This thing just goes a little farther than something like the Zone or the Entropy, and it's going to still be overstable enough to sidearm throw forehand, and it's going to do what you want it to do depending on your technique and where you are with that. So actually really happy with this. I think I'm going to keep this in my bag for a little while. In fact, my bag will probably include this, and it will only be a 3-slot bag for a little while. We'll see how that goes. So if you guys have other things you love about disc golf over 40, please share, and enjoy being part of the conversation. I always appreciate your comments, your coaching, your thoughts, your recommendations, discs and everything. I love it. Love being part of that community and helping each other. So please leave comments, and I appreciate you viewing and taking an interest. Have a good day.